Okay, so we're moving into our next case study. This is Peak Marketing Service. In today's case study, we're going to be looking at a client who's in the Connex box business. They started with 77 organic monthly visitors and soared to 15,000 a month. Now, understand this particular client in their industry, we like to measure things oftentimes by the cost. It would be per click. If you were to pay Google to get a click on that ad, it would be roughly $20 to capture a click in this industry. Now, this site climbs up to 15,000 visitors a month. At that rate, the value of this site paying $20 a click would be to this client. It's worth $300,000 a month, or call it what it is, $3.6 million a year is what you would have to pay to get this kind of traffic. That we took a site that was doing 77 visitors a month. Wow, this is a great story. Again, for those of you who don't know who we are Peak Marketing Service. We are a company that puts its money where its mouth is. We did not get started in the SEO business. We simply didn't want to be out there begging people for business. We reverse engineered. We put our money where our mouth is. We said, hey, me and my partner, Dan, we said, let's build our own websites. Let's do the very things that we tell our clients they should do. And let's build our websites. We know how long it takes. We're willing to take the time to build them. Let's capture leads. And we got in the business as a lead selling company, meaning we captured leads and the clients were not giving us a dollar unless we put a lead in their hand. And we're excited, guys. That part, starting out that business, we really didn't want to get in the business of trying to sign up thousands of clients. So we partnered with some really awesome brand name companies that most all of you have heard of. We're partners with Home Advisor. We're partners with Networks, Business.com, 360 Connect, all great companies, Buyer Zone. So we've got some really big players in this industry that provide some fantastic services. We enjoy all these relationships. And again, we really wouldn't be the partners that we are with them if we didn't practice what we preach. Our game is, hey, listen, we're not just generating leads. And this is what all of our buyers, all of our partners would tell you. We don't just generate leads. We freaking generate the best leads. I mean, we put high quality leads in the basket. We're putting leads in the basket that convert to real revenue, real sales. And that's really what it's all about. It's not about trying to trick someone to fill out a form. It's not about trying to get a bunch of traffic to a website that doesn't even fill out a form. It's about making money. If you're not making sales, capturing leads, and making money, then someone's wasting your time. So let's dive right in. Who's the client? Client sells Connex boxes. Other terms for this, you might hear them called steel storage containers for storing construction equipment and so forth. They're also referred to as steel or metal shipping containers, meaning you'll see tons of these things riding out on the ocean on ships being shipped from country to country as they ship goods and products to other locations. So big companies. I think if you drive past a local Walmart, a lot of times they're upgrading, or a Target, and you'll see a bunch of big giant metal, look like trailers, but there's no windows on them usually. Big giant storage containers, and they might say Mobile Mini on it. That's probably one of the biggest players out there. So again, this is a client that says we need leads. We need to get people to fill out forms so we can grow this business here. So in April 2016, it launches. Let's flip on over here to Google Analytics. Again, what you're going to see here, I like to hover over that. You'll see there it is. April 2016, 77 visits. So let's just quickly run down, what do we do for this client? The first thing we do is we start digging into title tags. We look not just like, oh, let's just put your keywords in the title tag. No, every page needs a unique title tag. We need to find out what's the right title tag for this. You got to do research. Where's the low-hanging fruit? Where's the opportunity? Where can we do our very best to make sure that if we don't have authority when we get some, that Google should at the very least consider us to be in the top 3 results so that we can capture leads. And again, what's the point? To make money. And then we also talk about H1 tags. We want to edit all the H1 tags. They need to be somewhat consistent with your It's just a header tag. It's usually the large print you'll see at the top. I don't want to get in too technical here, but I want it to be consistent with the title tag. And again, all of the content on these pages, they need to be consistent with the title tag, meaning I can't have a title tag, red Nike shoes, and then have a bunch of content about blue tennis balls. It just does. It has to be consistent, and it has to match up. So again, for this client, once we got all those tags updated, we found a lot of thin content where they were trying to rank for specific keywords, but maybe only had 100 word content on there. We went through, and usually we beef it up. It depends on how competitive it is and what we're going after, but it's anywhere from 500 words a page to, and I kid you not, to, if not even 2,500 words. And again, there's a lot that goes into this. It just depends on what it is we are trying to rank for. Once we start to get the content going, remember, content never stops. We are blogging on a regular basis, no less than 2 blog posts a month. And some clients, if they've got the budget for it, we're doing 10 or 15, 20 blog posts a month. But here's the key. A lot of SEO companies are pounding their chest. Look at us. We're so awesome. We drove 50,000 visitors to your website. Look, anybody can find some type of low-hanging fruit for a keyword that doesn't convert leads. Write a blog post on it and you get all kinds of traffic because it ranks. A lot of times when things are not competitive, there's a reason, because nobody wants to rank for it. Nobody wants the traffic. So you might see, hey, wow, your SEO guy's telling you, well, look at all the traffic we drove to your site. And so, how many of you guys have been here before, right? What's the response? Well, we're not getting any leads. We're not getting anything out of this. Well, that's the SEO guy that you need to fire. A content needs to have one of two purposes. Number one, and this is just speaking in general, there are obviously other options, but by and large, either A, if I'm driving traffic to this page, I want to convert leads. I want to get you, whether I'm just capturing your address, your email address, or I'm getting you to download something, but ideally I'm hoping I can get you to fill out a form because I want to do business with you. That's the plan. Otherwise, sometimes we build content that's just designed to build links, to earn authority, to get other people to link to your site. Remember, authoritative, I'm not talking spammy links, authoritative links are considered votes. Google loves them. That is the juice. That's what gets this game rolling. The more links you earn from trusted sites, the more authority you're going to have, and the better you're going to rank for the keywords that you're going after. So we immediately started getting all this content, started building out geographically targeted content for all the different areas across the United States that this client wanted to grab leads for. This thing had so much authority when we were done with it. I could build a page, and within 30 seconds of launching it, it would rank number 1 or number 2 in Google every single time for the keywords that we were trying to rank for. And I'm talking converting keywords. So again, we started creating all these geographical pages, and starting in June, consistently, all we did is do the same thing we preached. We started doing manual outreach to earn guest post links. What is that, guys? Look, let's say we got a guy, I don't know, let's say he has a hunting website. Well, we might write an article, something about, I don't know, new laws that are being passed. We'll find out something that is relevant to this guy's gun shop, and we'll write all this 2,000 word report or whatever. And within there, we will try to find a way to naturally include a link that points to our client site. Maybe our client sells bulletproof vests. I'm just trying to help you make the connection here. So we write this article, we do a manual outreach, and we say, hey, we've got a great piece of content. It hasn't been published anywhere. We'd like you to publish it on your site. And if you wouldn't mind, we'd appreciate if you'd keep the links within there too. So if they like the content and the link is natural, we're not doing some spammy link in the middle of the content. If they like it, they publish. That's what guest posting services is. We reach out, we manually reach out, they publish the content, it links back to your website. We constantly do press releases. Anytime you've got something newsworthy, we want to push it out on a press release. We syndicate content. That's nothing more really usually than taking a really good blog post that we've created for you or you've written yourself, and we syndicate it. We push it out to ABC, CBS, or just all kinds of different media groups. And the goal there, again, it's not to get like you're going to get leads just because you've got your content syndicated on it. It's about a diverse link portfolio. You want Google to see different links from different sources coming in constantly, not all at one time. It looks natural. Google likes quality links from various services on an ongoing basis. These are the kind of things that grow your authority. In addition to this, this client was giving away a lot of money to various charities. We reached out to the charities and we said, hey, the client's giving, I'm not going to get specific about the donations or to whom. Let's just say the client's giving you $5,000, $10,000. And in exchange, they would like to know if you would mind just placing a link on a sponsor page or something. Most people are terrified to pick up the phone and call and do that. We don't mind doing that. It's a very simple outreach program. Just say, hey, listen, we're helping you. Could you put a link on your website? It's a .org site. And again, that link it's like gold. If you can get 5, 10, 15, 20 of these things, they are like getting gold to your website. All right. So again, there's a lot of link building programs that we use, but these are some of our core focuses. So what does that look like here? So I always tell my clients, I've been saying this for years, you need to be willing to wait up to a good year before you see results. This is not the kind of thing you drop in your quarters, you pull the slot, and then out come the leads. That's pay-per-click. But pay-per-click is a really good program that delivers instant results. But the real return on investment, the real way to get your money back is by search engine optimization. When you rank your traffic, your lead sources, your return on every dollar that you spend is going to blow away anything that you could ever get from pay-per-click. So let me give you an example of that. So here, 77 visits. Scroll forward. That was, let's go back. That was April, 77 visits. A year later, they had just finally climbed to 843. Not bad, keeping in mind, remember, that's $20 a click is the value here. But how many of you here would have bailed out? Here you are in July, you've actually gone down. You went from 77 visits to 48 visits in July. How many of you would run for the hills, right? A lot of people do. Here it is later. We're in September, 120. Look, SEO can be very, very discouraging. And the reason we do these case studies is we want to show you how it works for the guy that hangs in there. He plugs away. Even if you start small. Not everyone can go for the gusto. And as you start to make more money, you can certainly invest a whole lot more in your digital marketing. But the bottom line is get started, because the longer you wait, everyone else is doing it. The people that get it, they're doing it. And eventually it's going to be very difficult to catch them because you're not getting your hand in the game. So here we go. Let's move forward. Move up to February. Wow, still only 390 visits. But let's roll forward here. By November, the client is up to 3,780 visits a month. Let's go to February, March 2019, 8,998. Moving into May 2020, 9,610. I want you to notice this thing always does a little up and down. That's, sometimes people get a little shaky. Hey, what happened? 8,000, now we're down to 6. It happens. There are market trends. There's a lot of things that can affect us, but notice the trend. It's always going forward. And this is last month, January 2021. The client falls just under 15,000 visits, 14,990 through. Again, this has an annual revenue value of $3.6 million if this client were to pay $20 a click. And you'll notice these are not like these are the landing pages. I'm not going to give the URL away right now, but here it is: buy steel storage containers, use steel storage containers. This is the long part of the URL. View shipping container sizes, 40-foot Connex box, permit requirements, shipping container dimensions. These are serious relevant pages. By the way, I always do these city pages: San Antonio, steel storage containers; Oklahoma City, Austin, steel storage. You see, they're getting thousands and thousands of visitors. So again, this is another case study, folks. Again, 77 to 15,000. I don't care what business you're in. If you stick with it, and that's the key, if you stick with it, you absolutely unequivocally can expect to see results. And in the end, pay-per-click is an amazing, amazing way to market. It's instant gratification. I highly recommend it, but your long-term return is not going to be in pay-per-click. Your long-term return is going to be in organic SEO investments, and it will destroy, and I mean obliviate, it will just completely destroy any type of investment that you make in the pay-per-click world long-term. But be prepared. You're going to spend anywhere from, honestly, guys, we're probably one of the most affordable ones out there. We range between $2,000 and $4,000 a month, depending on what we're targeting and how big, how ambitious our client may be. Some of these guys actually offer, I'm not kidding you, 20% of our services, and they're charging $6,000 and $7,000 a month. So you decide. If you're not getting leads and you want to talk to somebody who knows what they're doing, continue to check out our case studies. We get excited about this stuff. It's our passion. We love it. And again, as always, if you like what you've seen here, make a comment below, like it, share it, let us know what you think about it. And until then, just continue to follow us. We'll have more case studies coming soon.